What's up? I'm Grizz, and I'm here for Skip and Loafer. This is kind of like the third installment, I guess, of things I'm interested in, but don't know exactly what to do or watch. So we're giving it a shot. My interest in this mainly has come from certain people I follow and kind of take recommendations from, kind of serious due to be having similar interests. So that's essentially as far as this goes. I believe it's just like a drama, slice of life type of thing, which is cool, more up my alley of things that I enjoy. So I think I'm gonna like this 100%. The problem comes, is this something that I feel like there's going to be enough for me to talk on or have some sort of reaction to and stuff like that? Is it going to be worthwhile enough for me to actually do videos and stuff on it? That's what we're going to have to figure out. So like with the others, if I don't feel like there's enough after one episode, I probably won't give it any more on here. I will probably continue to watch it regardless. It's just, will I continue to make these or not? Another big reason actually for me wanting to watch this too, it's done by PA Works. PA Works does amazing jobs with literally everything that they do, and they just do really solid stuff, and a lot of the original stuff they do turns out to be excellent. A lot of the adaptations they do tend to be really well done from what I've seen, so I just really expect big things, or enough for me to at least enjoy it. If you like it all, hit the like, subscribe, they mean a lot to me. Stick around for the discussion afterwards. Leave any comments about overall thoughts and opinions on the episode and this series as a whole. Let's just jump right into episode 1. Is it first day of school then? 岩倉光美、15歳。今日から東京の高校生です。Let's go! This is really cute. I do wonder if this has romance between the main two that we're seeing in the OP mixed in, or if it is strictly just like a school life type of thing. It doesn't really involve that. Like a friendship type of thing. Oh. Over the top drama style, yeah. 8 students, non-Biori type beat. So what's the big reason for the transfer going to the city? Just change of pace, experience new things, or is it no high school around you? Like, what is it? Okay. Oh my god, she is big. I like the confidence, yeah. I find that hard to believe. You're gonna have one the moment you get there. Obviously, because where else would you go? Good for her for having her life planned out. Complete opposite of me, that's for sure. These are crucial moments for that. Which, understandable. They just want to make sure you're having friends. Or having fun. I'm gonna be so popular. The pride and joy of your town. She probably got on the wrong train. Or she got off at the wrong stop. Yeah, one of those. Oh, I'm late? My bad. Yeah, I should go home. He's just like me. I did that so much, I would just not go if I was late. She's lost. Yeah, oh. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Should have like prepped and tried to go at least once or twice beforehand. Before it started. She's just gonna ignore him. Oh. Don't worry about it. Help. If the words won't come out, give her water, please. Ah, it's that easy. Nice. Mama Goose. But it means a lot to her. But why would it ruin your chance of having friends right away? But he doesn't seem like he cares that much. He probably understands. Right.
たった半日で自分の正体を見た気分です。恥ずかしいです。
She's an absolute mess, but I'm here for it. Oh my god. A menace. Let the grippers loose and go. Knees and everything all beat up. But you've never seen someone like this before. Your initial reaction when you first saw her and asked if she was crazy is absolutely true. But it's a good and fun kind of crazy. Giving it her all. Oh, she got her stuff together. Oh, damn. Yeah, that's complete opposite of her personality, it seems like. Oh, she forgot her speech. Great. It's in her bag. You got this. Determination. You know it by heart, for sure. She freestyling it. Let's go. Shouldn't she be facing them? It's still a big feat. I like this. You need others to get there. Yep. Building a support system is very, very important. Tearing him down the whole time, yeah. Excellent. Wow. No. Oh. She is having a mixture of the best and worst day ever. It's not gonna go this way. They're gonna keep your distance now because of the, yeah, you're the girl threw up on everyone. Instantly get a name, yep. Until they don't want to be involved with the puker. Oh. Aww. She just acknowledged me but didn't pay attention. Oh, he's in the class, okay. Nice. He's so nice. It concerns me that he's got some like really bad like backstory. Or he's putting on a mask here and trying to act like someone new for his first day. Yeah. Now she's gonna be able to have friends because he wants to be friends with her, yep. Yeah, now we can be friends. Yeah. That's so fucked. No. See, I'm the type of person to say no, but I feel like... Yeah. I would just go for it. Screw it. Introductions the next day? Damn. Introductions are always the worst, though. Try and make yourself sound better than you actually are. And then you mess it up when you actually come to it. Yeah, lying to everyone, okay. Gotta make them feel good, though. Yeah, I made a couple friends. Who, exactly? Yeah, that'll include that part. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah. He's just a friend. Wow. Okay, so they know her way too well, yeah.
はい。わあ、たくさんありがとうございます。大丈夫ですよ。友達できたって本当に嬉しそうやった。
I wonder if we're gonna show some focus over here throughout the entirety of the series.
どうだった入学式。
なんか良さそうなクラスだったよ。
いいな。うちらは初日からゲスゲスだったもんね。
おい、俺の4つしかない。
Interesting. Hangs around a bunch of
どうよ、
people who are kind of a little, you know, negative, I guess is the word I'm looking for.
駅から走ったから。
あんたが？
うん。俺も絶対無理じゃんと思ってたんだけど、校長の話が長かったりしたみたいで、結構間に合っちゃった。
We?
いいね。こういうのも。
こんなか。
俺もうそろそろ行く。
That guy reminds me of the dude from Silent Voice for some reason. I wonder if it's that, or if he just doesn't want to be around them much.
よっぽどいいことがあったんじゃないか今日。
I keep trying to make him out to be more negative than he probably is. He might not be.
やっぱ楽しまなくちゃ。高校生活。
So he might have not had an enjoyable time in middle school and stuff like that. So he's taking on a different personality, maybe.
はノーカウントにしよう。初日だもの。
Yeah. The first try never counts. It's a practice run, basically.
春休みの宿題散々やったしね。
Well done, well
明
done.
日からは大丈夫でしょう。
Yeah, you're not.
自己紹介か。
Oh, I shouldn't even think about them, huh?
いや、大丈夫でしょうけど。
Right. How are you going to introduce yourself,
一
though?
応言うことくらいは決めとく。
Right, that's just gonna stay up all night trying to figure that out. They absolutely are. Ah, this is so real though. It's so real. Usually I don't have like a full day though. Usually I have to think about it on the spot. Ah, I feel that though.
初めの印象は。
Yeah. They're tough. Guys, I fucking love that. I thought that was so cute and fun and just enjoyable. I thought that was fantastic. It mixed so much so well. It was fun, funny characters, has relatability, good dynamics between the characters. Had a couple things seem to be set up that I was kind of interested in and questioning a bit. It seemed to have a lot going for it. The art style is very simplistic, but it works because they use the coloring that they use is so perfect. I don't even, vibrant's not the word to describe it because it's more of like a muted tone to it. It feels almost like watercolory, like the type of colors that you get from it. Like kind of washed colors, like things that you would wear like in the summer, like those type of colors. That's like the vibe I'm getting from like just the colors in general that they're using here. And it looked so good. It was animated really well. It had some dramatic moments, very over the top, just extremely fun and wholesome. And I couldn't be more happy with the way that an episode could start, really. And I can completely understand if this isn't your cup of tea. You're not into the slice of life type of coming of age type of stories, right? Like, and there's a lot of people that aren't. But I tend to really enjoy these type of stories, especially if they are done well. And I think this is a prime example of one that is done extremely well. So I am extremely thrilled to have watched this here. I do question, is there going to be enough for me to talk about within the reactions? So that makes me a bit weary of wanting to continue to do them. Although I do think I'm going to absolutely love this show. So I'm not sure. But then again, I've done like Spy Family and had no issue and loved that a lot. And that doesn't have, you know, a lot to really talk about. There really isn't much. So I guess it all depends. But I'd much rather spend 30 minutes of just recording this and talking for a few minutes and putting something that I enjoy like this out than finding a random show later that I'm not really enjoying as much, but there is a lot more to talk about, you know? So I'll have to think about it, but I think I really do enjoy that a lot and would like to continue this. So if time permits, I would enjoy that a lot. Going through the episode a bit, the OP was extremely vibrant, colorful, cute, just everything fun about it. It establishes who our characters are going to kind of be, what our two mains are going to be without actually having to show us anything. And just like starting it off, basically, the dance scene within it was fantastic, done really well and really fun to watch. We get to start off and follow our main character, Mitsumi, who's moving from a very rural, not like populated town, similar to like the town in Nananbiori where they have like 5 kids in their class. And she's coming from this to go into the city and venture out and get like a new change of pace for life. Now, I don't know if I missed it. I may have, but I do wonder exactly her reasoning for it. If it's just because she wants to experience new things and put herself out there, or if it's this plan that she laid out for us at the beginning, so it all has to revolve around going to like a better, more recognized school, or if the area she's just in doesn't really have a school, so she needed to like go out of here. I don't know. Regardless, she's living with her mom's sister, it looks like. She has so much joy, excitement, and confidence in herself that she's not going to get lost or anything like that, and going to get to school and have absolutely no issues at all, and everything's going to be absolutely perfect. And we find out that's not the case. It's pretty obvious the way that was being set up that wasn't going to be the case. Gets lost, can't figure out her way to get there, and that's how we get introduced to our male character, our other MC. Can't remember his name. It says on Mal Shima, I think that's what we're going by. So him, blonde boy, he is very happy. He seems to just be a very kind-hearted, good person, which is like something that you absolutely love. He helps her find her way to school. He tries to run there and like get her there. She's so determined in this moment. She takes off her shoes and everything because she can't run in them, bolting it on her way to school. And he seems to be just having a blast being able to experience new things and meet a new person who is probably nothing like other people that he's ever met before. And he just seems ultra excited about it. We find out this is a very expensive school, I guess, like very rich, preppy type of school. Later on, we end up seeing something about that. So that's interesting to note, but I don't think that's very important. And the whole scene with them running was very dramatic, but it didn't feel like, and it lasted a decent amount of time actually, but it doesn't feel like it was dragging at all. And it was very exciting to see just kind of like these characters and their determination to do something and kind of learning and noticing about the other person. And I love that a lot. We get to the school and find out that Mitsumi is like the class, or the school, like class representative or whatever she is. And she has to give a speech basically to the entire freshman class that they have here. And just like all the mistakes that she was making beforehand, she leaves her speech inside of her bag and has to try and go off the dome and remember what she's going to say, which she does an excellent job of, which kind of sets up her character as well for being somebody who can be so forgetful and can be so like not all there in the head, as I think her mom says later when we see like the scene with them, how she has some screws loose when it comes to literally every aspect of life except when it comes to studying and school and stuff like that, and she can memorize like stuff like that very well, so she's able to give this speech absolutely no issue. But then she ends up just staring down the principal the entire time because she can't blink because she's so like worked up and like focused on what she's doing. Makes a great scene as well, that her immediately running off and just throwing up from the panic and everything onto her homeroom teacher. Cherry on top of that, her trying to get into the class and being like, I want to make friends and I want to be included with others, and then trying to greet herself, find a way to like involve herself with these other kids is something that is very difficult and very real to happen. And a lot of people, the first day, stuff like this is very, very important for that, because if you mess that up, you feel like groups start forming and circles start forming and you can't ease your way into them over time, and you just kind of get left out. So she's trying her hardest to not be left out. So she immediately tries to greet this other girl and she kind of gets acknowledged, but then just kind of like the girl goes back to her conversation, like she doesn't really want to be bothered with her, probably because now she's made a reputation for her as the puke girl and what just happened. Which is, I mean, it's understandable, but that's exactly how people this age would act, right? It's all fun and games, though, until Shima shows up. And when Shima shows up, he's excited that he gets to see her again and be around her more and wants to make friends with her and gets her line ID and all this. And now that they can be friends and they can text, and him being the very, you know, typical attractive stud type of guy, all these girls are interested. So immediately, the girl who just kind of like did away with her and didn't really want to have anything to do with her now wants to be her friend and asks for her ID. And she like starts trying to hype her up like they're really friends, which it's one of those things I personally wouldn't take that. I wouldn't want to be bothered, because now she's just going to kind of use you as an in to get closer to this guy. But at the same exact time, if your goal is to try and make friends and you're not going to hold grudges over like stupid things like that and not care about it, makes perfect sense why you would want to be friendly and go in on, you know, being friends with somebody like this. Also, it works towards your goal of making friends, so that's okay. She has the conversation with her family then about how her first day went, and she's just kind of lying about absolutely everything. But of course, because she wants to make herself look like she's better than she is and like everything went perfect. But we later find out they all kind of assume that something didn't go right, and that's just how she is. They understand her. I like the moment where she kind of admits like she found the guy and they kind of had to go to the school together, and starts asking about like if he's attractive and stuff like that. But she's not afraid to be like, no, I would never think of like him like that, or kind of like shuns that off. She's like mature enough to realize, oh no, he definitely is. Like she doesn't want to think about him like that right now, because she probably isn't really thinking about it like relationship wise, but it's like, yeah, I can't like lie, you know, looking at him, he is. I think the scene with Shima at like eating out with his friends and talking about their first days at all their schools, and it looks like they all go to different ones, was very interesting and kind of telling to me about his character, because I kind of always wondered if he was the putting on a mask kind of guy, not wanting to reveal who he really is, or he is trying to start a new life at the school and trying to be somebody completely different and act different, which I think is probably the case. We see the girls, especially that he's hanging around with, seem to be very negative and kind of rude towards others, or like down about things, and even the guys, I guess, too. And it's kind of sad to see, and it's not like a very positive, enjoyable environment, and he immediately kind of gets up and leaves and doesn't want to be involved in it seems like. And on the train, he just kind of has like a smile and thinks about how he's going to like being at his new school and not being around them, being able to be away from everyone. So it makes me a bit cautious, because he might have this thing that happened to him in the past. Like, you know, usually characters like this have kind of sad backstories, but even if he doesn't, it could just be him trying to get a new fresh restart on life and meet new people and interesting people who are more similar to what he wants to be or where he wants to be headed in life, and not around people who seem to be so down and negative and lazy about things. And I'd be interested to see if that's kind of the way that he is, or maybe he just is a naturally kind-hearted person, but he's starting to realize the people around him weren't like that and might be kind of dragging him down in that way, and he doesn't want to be around that. So this is like a opportunity for him to kind of dip out. But he is interesting, and I like him a lot. He seems very, very nice. The end scene with having to prep yourself for the introductions of the class and being concerned because you have to prepare for multiple scenarios. If people in the room are being funny, you might have to try and match their energy and be funny. If they're not, and they're taking it a bit more serious, maybe you do as well. If they're not being as descriptive of what they like and like who they really are as a person, you probably shouldn't as well. And you're just trying to match what others are doing. So she's trying to prepare all these different scenarios and these things that could happen and how she's going to respond. And then it gets her brain going, and then she's up the entire night just thinking about what's going to happen in the situation, which is the absolute worst. And that's something that happened all the time, especially in high school. Like, the first day you would always not want to have to introduce like to new classes and stuff like that. And it still happens even now as I'm in college. Like, some classes you just jump right into things and it doesn't matter, but some teachers make you introduce yourself and still have to like say things about you, and it just feels weird. Like, I don't feel like I have like hobbies and stuff that I openly like tell other people and be like, oh, I do this, or oh, I like this, or oh, I'm this kind of person, you know. And it just kind of seems weird, even though I guess nobody really would care. So I kind of fall into the same trap of like, you're trying to do it in a way that doesn't bring too much attention to you, or brings enough attention that it brings like other people could be interested in you and want to be friends with you. So you have to find like that perfect balance, and it's very, very difficult, and it's very nerve-wracking and annoying. And then you kind of rehearse it in your head over and over about what you're going to say, and then when that moment comes, you mess up and you're not going to be able to say it. And I assume that's what's going to happen next episode with her. So that's going to be very fun, but very, very nervous to see how she's going to respond to that, but I'm excited for that. Lastly, I wanted to check out the voice actors and actresses, mainly for the main two. Those are the only two characters we've really been introduced to, it seems like, so far. Main girl, Kumiko, that's actually perfect. I don't know how I didn't pick up on that. That's kind of there. Yeah, that's actually really, really well for this. Okay, I like that a lot. And main guy, I haven't seen a single thing with him in. He was a side character in Plastic Memories that I don't remember. All right, cool. So new start for him, kind of. So that's cool to see. Yeah, overall, stamp of approval. Loved it a lot. If people also seem to be enjoying it, I would love nothing more than to keep making the videos on it. And even then I might. But it just depends on how much I'm feeling like there really is to talk about. I had a lot this episode, but just because it was kind of the first one and I enjoyed so much, but might not continue doing them. It all just depends. Also, if my schedule permits, there's a lot of stuff with school and stuff going on, so we'll have to see. And also me trying to fit in a bunch of other shows that I'm interested enough in this season. If you like it all, though, please hit the like, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts about the episode overall, or if the manga, if you've read it. What other shows are you watching this season as well? Let me know. Follow me on Twitter, my anime list. Both links are in the description. Feel free to check out the other videos on the channel as well. And I'll possibly be back next week for episode 2, but if not, just know I'm probably still watching it and enjoying it a lot. So yeah, have a good one. See ya.